Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite DevOps studios. And this is me, Vasan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to yet another interesting episode on DevOps Studio. So today we are going, previously we saw about Git init, and then we saw about Git add, and then we saw about Git commit. So what all these do? So what Git init does is Git init actually helps us to initiate the repository, to start a repository, to start a Git repository where we can do all the changes. And then we used Git add, where we have used the Git add to stage the files from the untracked version to the tracked version. And then we used the Git commit, where we have committed the files, so we were able to the changes. So today what we're going to see is we're going to see Git branch. And before we move on to this Git branch, let's first go to the go to the sorry, let me bring it down. Yeah, so let me cd into the DevOps Studios, cd into DFS, cd git demo ls, and yeah, so we are on the right track. So yeah, so what mainly Git branch? So what does this Git branch is all about? So this Git branch that we are seeing today in this video is all about a pointer, which is essentially, mainly is a pointer to a specific commit in the history. Say, for example, when I create or when you create a new branch, you are creating a copy of the current branch state, right? So, for example, if I'm creating a branch now, I'm creating the copy of all these files, the file one, file two, file again underscore one, and file underscore two. So I'm creating a copy of this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm creating a copy of the file from the current state. So where does it work? So this actually will allow us to work on new features. So when I say new features, if you want to create or if you want to add a new feature, so what you have to do is you have to take a Git branch. So you're going to take the copy of the existing code, and then what you're going to do is you're going to add your features on the existing code, because you're not going to take any other any other stage of the code. So all you have to do is you have to take the existing stage, the existing current status or the latest status of the code, and then you have to use that to add your feature, right? So this will allow us to work on new features or for any fixes independently, and it also helps us to collaborate with others on separate tasks without conflicts. And then we can keep the main branch, which is very stable, and then we can keep them for the production ready state. So all these are the reasons why we are doing the Git branch. So Git branch again is a very important one. So you have, there are like other lots of other commands in terms of Git branch, where we can view the existing branch, we can create a new branch, we can switch to a branch, and we can create and switch a branch, and we can merge a branch, we can delete, we can view the branch history. So all these are the topics which you're going to see today. So please don't forget to subscribe to our DevOps Studios from your Vasan Shanmugam. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and give a thumbs up if you like this video, and share the video with your friends. And if you have any comments or any feedbacks, please do add that in the comment section. And now coming back to this part. So the Git branch, the very first command is Git branch. So when we type Git branch, what happens is we can view what are all the branches in our repository. So the current branch, if you see here, it is marked with an asterisk. So the main branch is the current branch, and that's the only branch we have in our repository, right? So the next thing is we are going to create a new branch. So how to create a new branch? So the command to create a new branch is git branch feature. Say for example, if you want to add a button, so feature button. So this will actually create a new branch, but we cannot see that without any command. So to see that, we can use the git branch command, and this will show us the branches. So here you can see the main branch, and then we have the feature button. And then the next part is we are on the star, which is we are on the main branch. So that's the reason it is showing us the star button. So to check out to that branch, so to check out if I want to move to my new branch, I create a new branch and now I'm going to work in the new branch. So to do that, I have to do git checkout space feature minus button. So now it shows us. So now it shows us, show the toolbar. Yep. So now it shows us we are switched to the feature button, which is we have switched to the new branch that I have created, right? And yeah. So the next thing is let's now do a git branch and see it is showing us that we are on the new branch, that is the feature button, right? And then the next part is okay, and that's again the working directory. And in fact, there is one more way where we can do a git switch main. So yeah, this is another way. So we can either use checkout or we can use the switch where you can switch to the working directory where you can switch to the other branch. So the next part is I want to create and meanwhile at the same time I want to switch to a new branch. So for that the command is git checkout, again the same command to switch to the new branch. But on top of that, you're going to add another keyword or a word where you can add -b. So this will actually create a new branch, which is feature text box. So let me just add that text box. So now it shows us very clearly that we are on the feature text box, right? So I have created a branch. I have switched to a new branch and the new branch is feature text box. So two things have been achieved here. So I have did a checkout. So this checkout actually switched me to the new branch and then this -b actually created this new branch. So two actions, which is switching and creating the new branch. Both of them have been achieved using this command, which is git checkout -b. And then this is the branch name, right? So this is the branch name. Here's the command to switch and here's the command to create the new branch. And let's move on to the next command. And that is merging. So how to merge? So the command to merge is git merge which branch you want to merge. So when we type git merge in the branch name, we are combining the changes from another branch to the current branch. So for example, what we normally do is we normally have to go to the main branch. So for I say, for example, I have to git I make it like git checkout main, and now I have to merge another branch. Say for example, in this case, the feature button. So I have to merge the change from feature button to the main branch. So for that, I have to type git merge because currently now I'm in main branch. So as you see, currently I'm currently in the main branch, and I'm going to connect the feature connect the feature button to the main branch. Okay, and for that the command here is let me just hide it. Okay, git merge feature minus button. So now it shows, okay, since we have not made any change, okay, let's do one thing. Let's do a git checkout and feature button, and then let me do ls. Okay, echo new line in file1.py, file1.py, and let's do a git status. So now it shows that we have to add that file. Yes. So what I'll do is I'll do a git add space dot. Yes, we all know, we have seen that. When I do a git add space dot, that will add all the files whatever that has not been committed. So when I do a git status again, so here you can see I have modified one file and then I have added two files. So now let me do a git commit -m, and all this changes I'm doing in the feature button. Yes, so I have switched to the feature button. So let me just show you here. So what I did is I have switched to the feature button branch. That's the first step. And then I saw what are all the files I have in my feature branch, and I have added a new line to that, and then I do a git status where I could see I have changed, I have modified a file, and then I have added two files. So totally there are like two changes with three files. And when I do a git add command, so that has added all these files, and I would have checked that with the git status. And now I'm adding the git commit so that I can commit these files, which is I'm going to stage all these files with this, which is git commit uh, to demo git branch from DevOps Studios. Yes, your favorite DevOps Studios. Enter. Yes, so three files changed, three insertions. So here you can see very well that I have changed three files, three insertions, and one deletion. Yep. So now we'll see we'll see what has happened. So when I do a git status again, so here you can see we are on the yep. So this is the important one because I have to show you that which branch I'm on. So I'm on the feature button branch. So there's nothing to commit. The working tree is very clean. So the next thing I'm going to do is, yes, as you all know, I'm going to I'm going to merge this to the main branch. So for that, I have to first check out to git checkout main, and then what I have to do is, sorry, I have to do a git merge, and then the branch is feature minus button. So we have made few changes like three files changed, three insertions, one deletion. So I need to do a git merge button. So here you can see. So previously when I was doing the same thing, since there was nothing, no differences, nothing has been updated. So it told us that there is nothing to update. Like, let me show you that one. Again, we'll come back here. So when I was doing that, so it showed me that, where was that? Sorry, it was somewhere here. Yeah, already up to date. Yeah, because there's nothing to change, right? So that's the reason it showed me, okay, there's nothing to change. So it's already up to date. And now when I'm doing the same command, it shows that there are like three files, right? Two changes and two new files are added. So this is what the git merge branch does, right? And now the next thing is delete a branch. So now I have made all the changes from my feature button. So I don't need my feature button branch anymore. So what I do is let me do a git branch minus D. Just remember it should be minus D, just small, I mean lowercase d, and then the branch. So just in this case, I'm going to do feature button. So just imagine, just let me tell you one more thing. So if you are on your branch, so let me just do a git checkout feature minus button. And when I do a delete now, so git branch minus d feature button. So it tells me that I cannot delete the feature branch button checked out at this particular location. It is because why it is telling me I cannot delete the branch is the reason is I am on that particular branch. So if I'm staying, say for example, if I'm sitting on a chair and if I want to remove that, I cannot do it because I'm sitting on the chair. And if I remove that, it's automatically I will fall and it will not allow me to fall down. Yes, that's how the Git protects. It has have the guardrails for you, so it won't allow you to fall down. It won't allow you to delete if you are on that branch. So what you have to do for that is you have to come to another branch, any branch. It can be any branch. It should not be just main. It can be any other branch, but you have to sit in another chair and then you have to remove the other chair, which is you're not going. It is not allowing you to fall down, right? So now when you run this command, which is git branch minus lowercase d, and then the feature minus button. So this will actually delete your file. So when you do a git branch now, so sorry, let me do this command again. Yep, it's git branch minus d feature minus button. Yep, so you have deleted the branch. So just to excuse me for mistake. So it's minus d, which is the uppercase. So when you use git branch minus d will automatically delete your branch, your feature branch, like whatever the branch you want to delete. And now to view all the branch history, the command is git log minus minus one line. Yes, we know that's a command to view the logs in all in one line, and then minus minus graph minus minus all. So this will actually give you what is the um, visual representation of your branch history. So for example, it started with your first commit for DevOps Studios, and then you did your commit to demo the Git branch from DevOps Studios. All these are the two commits which you did in your branch history. So let me give you some of the best practices. So say for example, you have to follow the naming conventions. Like say for example, when you're creating a branch, like git branch and then feature slash feature name, or uh, it can be like something like a git branch bug fix slash the bug name, or it can be git branch release space sorry slash version. So all these are the best practices. You have to use a descriptive name, so it has to be very clear that whether it is a feature or it is a bug or it's a release. So this will actually give anybody who reads it immediately, they understand, okay, this is a feature and this is a bug and this is a release. Okay, and then you have to keep your branches short-lived. So what I mean short-lived is you have to regularly merge branches to avoid long-lived branches which might cause conflicts. And then you have to update your branch. Say for example, you have to sync your branch with the latest changes from the base branch by using git pull origin main. So that we'll see in our later videos, like how to merge your changes from the main to the remote repository. So we'll see that more in our upcoming videos. So overall, we saw about, let me do a quick overview. Where is my paintbrush? Yep. So we started with the git branch command, where it showed us what is the branch that we have. And then we started with, okay, let me just hide this button, hide toolbar, yeah. And then we had another command, that is git branch feature button. So this actually created the feature button branch. And then we did a git checkout, which actually switched us to this new branch, the feature button branch. And then the next command is git again we switch to main, so we can either use git switch or git checkout. So either of this does the same activities, which is switching you to the whatever the branch that you want to switch to. And then the next one, which is, okay, let's move to the next topic, which is the next part, which is git checkout. So when you do a git checkout minus b, so this will actually do two actions. One is it will allow you to switch to the branch, and then it will allow you to create a new branch. So two actions is possible with this one action, which is git checkout, which is switching and then to the new branch. And then we did git checkout main, and then we did merge feature button, and this did go well, but there are no updates because it already says that it's already an updated one. So what it did is we actually made some changes to this feature branch, the feature button, where we actually made changes to the files. We created two files, like file one, and then we added two files. So finally there are like three files in the system. And then at this time when we made that change, so we were able to see that those three changes has been added to the system. So here you can see that all the whatever the changes that we did, so they were like added, they are updated. So file one, two updations, deletions, new files, so all these has been added to the main branch. And then after we do all these changes, we did deleted the branch. So the command to delete branch is git branch minus space, minus or hyphen uppercase D will actually delete your branch. So whatever branch. And one more thing we saw is if you are on that branch and if you want to delete that, it won't happen. It will happen only when you are on the other branch and when you want to delete that, the other branch. So if I'm on um, branch A, and if I want to delete B, yes, it is possible. If I'm on branch A and if I want to delete branch A, it is not possible because you are on, it's again a git guardrail to make sure that you are on a branch and you are deleting it, so it won't allow you to do that. And then we did git log one line graph all, so this actually gives us the version history of the branches. So this is what we saw in this video today. We'll see more and more interesting topics in our DevOps Studios YouTube channel, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And thank you so much for watching this video. We'll soon, this week, I mean the 18th January 2025, we are having our first Git session. So if you are someone who's interested to watch the video, watch the live session, it's a free session. So please do join for more interesting, informative videos. And until then, until I see you in our next video, it's bye bye from Mr. Chanmugam, your favorite DevOps Studios channel. Take care and bye bye.